Welcome back, disc golf fans, to the 2023 Birdie Open, presented by yours truly and supported by Innova. We are here for round 2, back 9, moving day, and boy, has it been a roller coaster round for these guys so far. My name is Chris Sherman, co-founder and co-owner. With my partner, Derek, we're here one more time, bringing it to you. How you feeling?
Feeling really good. I mean, it's always a pleasure to watch what's happening at this course, but it's an extra pleasure to be calling the shots on a course that I feel might be one that I know the best out of everything we've ever worked at.
Yeah, this is where the thing started for us, so our roots run deep here as we go move into hole 10, par 4, 615 feet. Really fun hole here. It's just a slight bend to the left almost the entire time. Straightens up here near the end, but very technical in terms of your placement and your angles here on this first shot. So very, very challenging hole. You mentioned it yesterday. I think going really high is kind of the play, as MJ ends up in a pretty good spot, I would say. I didn't even see that one out of his hand. I disappeared.
Sharp left for Lucas. That's not going to be where he wants. Where a lefty backhand turnover. I really like that play on paper. Kind of hard to see where it landed, but so we're going to have to take a look in a moment. Eric getting caught up early left, kicks to the right side, finds himself a little walled up there, forced to go sidearm out. Looks like he's just kind of playing ping pong on either side of the fairway at this point. Good progression nonetheless.
And Lucas looks like he's able to progress pretty decently and will have a look on his third shot.
Yeah, there's like a small, like little walk path on the other side of that. So it's kind of like a mini line.
Bo getting all the way down there. Great shot from him. This is basically where you want to land. Obviously a little bit to the right to open up the fairway a little more, but in terms of distance, MJ putting himself inside circle 2.
So Eric wasn't as deep in there as I thought he was.
Wow.
And putting a move on it.
What a throw. A little long of the basket, but man, Eric has been putting up some bombers so far.
You see Lucas did find himself in that second clearing there to the left. He's almost pin high.
Bo for birdie.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, let's rewind that. Clean flight, no wobble. Downward angle, so it sits in the bucket. Great putt.
MJ, he's got a birdie look as well.
Oh, tagging metal.
Bo picking up a stroke. It's going to keep him in the lead. Lucas. Good par save for Lucas. So I just want to give a shout out to Bo and as well as Sean Carpenter. They were the only birdies on hole 10, coming in at .41 over par. So one of the tougher holes on the course, and it was not the toughest, coming in at .41 over par, which is just a wild stat.
All right, hole 11, another tight one here off the tee. A 600-foot par 4. You're going to want to essentially keep something straight right through here. Give yourself an easy approach into the green. Now, if you finish a little on the left side, you still have a little bit of an opening, but quite honestly, the landing zone is pretty defined, and there's not a lot of wiggle room on either side.
Yeah, Bo kind of gets down on that left side landing zone. Should have an approach. He might be a little cut off. MJ only gets about a third of the way down. Misfire for Lucas.
Yeah, we're seeing a timing issue from Lucas, it looks like, today.
And Eric as well. So Bo, the only one really getting down there. And if you hit early, this is
a lot
really
of that.
Tough. Yeah. You can get knocked down by the smallest little branch. But that's what makes this course so fun is you see these little lines and these little gaps that you're like, oh, I can hit that. Like, I'm going to progress. And it leads to being aggressive. That was a great forehand roller from Eric.
And a wide angle, too. Really a lot of trust there in that disc for it to stand back up when it lands.
MJ gets kind of close to where you want to be off of your drive. So he should be able to execute a third shot for par. So Lucas has thrown as well. So all these guys have thrown multiple times now, and Bo still hasn't thrown a second shot. Oh, no.
This clearing here on the left of where we are is more or less what you're aiming for. It looks like Bo got to the far side of it, and with a left-hand forehand, actually has a great angle. Yeah.
There it is. That's going to be a stress-free birdie for Bo. Unless MJ throws this one in here, he's going to be looking at his first bogey. All right. Lucas giving it a good bit as well. And everyone in the circle now. MJ,
Oh my.
No.
I was not expecting that.
No, and things just went bad to worse. He's looking at a double now. Bo. That's a turkey for him. He's picking it up at a very crucial time. This is where the course really gets you. These holes 9 through 12 are just so demanding. Eric finding another bogey. He needs to right this ship, try to get himself back to even, at least for his total score. And then MJ with the double, really, that one stings.
What a swing here on our card.
Yeah, Bo showing why he was in the lead coming into this round as we move into hole 12, 520 feet. Do not let that fool you. Very, very tough par 4. We have OB Road here on the right side. So on this dog leg, it runs OB this whole right side. And then this green, as Derek said yesterday, is just boulders. We also have the sloping green down to that OB parking lot. Very, very tough one. This one is all about placement. You don't have to bite off as much as you think on this first shot. You kind of just want to throw something straight with a slight finish. Bo getting caught up early. Lucas can probably find a line. Things are getting tough for Eric. Hitting early again. And that's a tough par to save from there.
Uncharacteristic from MJ as well.
Ooh, get sneaky, and it does not. Things are getting tough.
That should do just fine.
A little bit of tree love, but it's going to be a long par save for Eric.
Looked like Bo maybe got hit or hit a tree there and just kind of dropped. MJ with a clean swing.
Yeah. He gets way down there. Such a tough approach here because you do have those boulders, which makes it so you can't really throw it too low, but then you have the sloping green. So it's so easy to go too far on this and just launch down that hill. But then it's also easy to fluff it, and then you end up in these rocks, and then you have a death putt. So
that's ideal.
That,
but
yeah,
but like that's the side of the green that you want to land on flat.
For sure.
Mitigating a lot of risk there for your putt.
Like this is going a little long. Yeah, he's outside circle one now.
This isn't so dangerous for MJ.
Great putt.
That angle, a lot of room to work with there on the backside.
Good par save from MJ. He's able to stop the bleeding from that last hole.
Tough hole there for Eric.
Oh, no. This is a tough hole for the whole field. This came in at .38 over par. Only 9 birdies on the day. And there's one of them. Good bounce back for Lucas. And boy, these scorecards are something. They're all over.
Maybe I need to save one for the next drive.
Time delay, dude. That's a courtesy violation.
That's a stroke. You're down by 3 now, potty mouth.
Hole 13, par 3, 360, downhill all the way. You're going to want to throw further left than it looks. If you go too far straight or anticipate that hyzer into it, a lot of times you just don't have the room there. So you want to keep it close to the left so that you can make that second portion of the fairway.
Oh, yeah. Lucas getting through. He's going to be putting for birdie. And that road/parking lot that we talked about on the last hole continues to run here on the right side. So it is OB road on this right side. And it does come into play, as we saw Dylan find it yesterday. As MJ puts up a heater as well.
Yeah, goes wider, misses everything.
Wow, so far this hole is playing much better for our card. Bo getting down there. He's going to be putting as well. It's good to see. And this is not where you want to be. This left side is so tricky. Makes it really hard to get to the green. So he's going to be throwing 3 before the rest of the card.
And where Eric just was is kind of where you run the risk if you kind of hang your drive too far to the right. takes out the birdie opportunity a little bit more.
Bo not able to get a bounce back. As this hole is the other hole that came in under par. I mentioned 2 holes earlier in the round. Hole 13 is the other hole coming in at .04 under par. So it's not like it was anything crazy or easy. Bo is in for his par. FJ with the birdie. Nice. I do want to give a shout out to Dylan Horace. We saw him find OB yesterday. He rattled an ace, dude. Good on him.
Yeah, just a couple cards ahead.
We're going to move into hole 14. Tough par 3 here. Kind of like a tunnel shot. 400 feet. To really reach the green, you kind of need to miss these trees on the right. If not, it's easy to kind of fade a little early to the left. Put yourself in circle 2, circle's edge range. Really tough hole to park. So this is kind of what I was mentioning, is just kind of throw straight on that right side and hope you miss a tree or two and get yourself to the basket. And that's also what I was mentioning, kind of fade out a little early over there. All right. It's edge of circle, I would say.
And from the tee, I mean, that doesn't look like that's the line that you want to take, right? But it's kind of carved out just so perfectly over there.
So Eric successfully gets off the tee. Oh. Should have a long look for birdie, all these guys. Lucas looking for a turkey. Found metal as well. 2 for 2 on metal hits.
Great putt.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Sick.
Really nice to see that bounce back after quite a long bogey train for Eric.
Nice circle 2 putt there. His bow looks like he's just inside the circle. Maybe 30 feet or so. This is big for him.
Oh, yeah.
Good birdie. So there was only 5 birdies on the day, and we just saw 2 of them right there. So good to see our card and our lead card getting the strokes when they need them.
All right, hole 15, another par 3, coming in at 400 feet. Got slightly uphill to start. Some trees to contend with here, and then a little clearing with a little bit more level of a green, I would say. Interested to see the lefty backhand line.
And that needs to hook up. Hey.
Big flex. Yeah.
It's not the worst there. He's going to have a long look for birdie. As long as you don't catch any trees early. It's a pretty straightforward hole as long as you hit your gap here. Like these shots here, very easy par if you don't get your birdie. It's just when you hit these early trees, it really makes the scrambling tough.
Come on, ball. All the way, come on.
That definitely had some heat on it. If it wasn't for that tree, we would have seen a lot more distance. MJ kind of going the classic right at it route, kind of gets stopped up a little bit, preventing him from getting to the true landing area, a little bit more in the clearing.
Couple trees to contend with here, but should be able to give it a good bid. He knew it was short. Easy par for him. Ooh. Tough reaction there. That's going to kick him almost circle's edge.
I was hoping to see another one from Eric.
Yeah. Bo, about 50 feet or so.
That's a great shot.
Oh. Catches chains, strong side. A little bit of wind in the woods here, too. MJ in for his par. Looks like we have a lot of pars as long as Lucas puts in this circle's edge putt. Good putt for him. So there was only 3 birdies on the day. This hole coming in at 0.41 over par, so pretty tough for the field overall. At hole 16, and to finish out this round, what I think is probably the toughest 3 stretch of holes locally around here. If you can get any of these 3 final holes, you are definitely taking strokes on the field. Is hole 16, another serpentine type hole here. We have a nice left to right finish, and then it's going to have a nice little bend, and then finish right to left. You really want to get far right. It opens up this second shot to be a pretty straight shot overall, as Bo finds a line I've never seen.
Hey, was that Mike Moser hiding back there?
I think so.
Yeah, just as you're saying that you want to stay right, we see Bo go all the way right. Does unfortunately get clipped up there. This is
perfect.
Got caught up a little bit, but pretty much textbook idea.
Yeah, shouldn't have a problem there unless he got stuck behind that tree or anything.
And this is going to be great for MJ.
Yeah, funnel
right in the
a little
middle.
left, so it's going to be a little bit tricky. He might have to go forehand, depending on the angle. Is Eric not in a great spot? He's now throwing 3. Still with some work. This is a tough green to access too, especially on the ground. So many little stones and boulders, roots, things to contend with. What a tree kick. Oh. Wow. I think that was going to go long of the basket, actually. That had some heat on it. Bo literally making new lines here.
Yeah, MJ with like a pretty standard hyzer here.
Yeah, that's good to see. He didn't push too far.
Not quite the distance I think he needed.
Is this going to... Oh, gets caught up early. There you go. I was going to say that was going to fade out of the circle, I think. Oh. Hey, he landed it. Man, what a hard fall round from Lucas after the start he had. It's still getting some birdies here late in the round. Keep him relevant, trying to go into the final round.
Hole 17, our final par 5 at 860 feet. One of the most iconic holes here in the state of Delaware, nonetheless. Slightly weaving through these tight gaps with a beautifully carved mound green. Seems to be the theme here. First shot, you just want something right up the gut. Give yourself some clearing for a run-up on your next.
Yeah, and this is the type of hole where if you're a little off like that, Lucas can still get pretty aggressive if he does have a line.
That, on the other hand, is not as fortunate.
This needs to miss this last tree. Oh. Kind of over there with Lucas. A little bit of fortune for Eric, I think, there. Progresses a little farther. So you can just see there's a couple gaps, and it's like, oh, yeah, you just got to hit this 8-foot gap down the fairway.
Yeah, and going on the outside, you know, to mitigate risk of hitting early, had to have Bo push it a little higher, which he had the ceiling to contend with.
This is Eric. This is great from Eric.
Leapfrogged over all those rocks.
Yeah, that was a good, nice straight shot down a tough line. Had to hit a gap really late in the flight. MJ is going to end up close to where Eric is. Lucas looking at this gap and kind of pulls it right. Misses everything. Great shot from Lucas. Thought he was going to hit that tree over there on the right side.
Yeah, Bo knew immediately that was not the
is-
angle he needed.
This is a big shot for Bo. This is to try to get up and down for par.
Hitting a tree, ricocheting to the right. Kind of coming into play with the next card, waiting on 18's tee area.
So MJ ends up to the bottom of that hill. It's about circle's edge, bottom of the hill. So not the worst spot to be.
Oh,
get
he
up.
just... Dang, Eric just needed literally another foot left for that to be a perfect shot.
Oh, no. Bo hitting that last tree, not getting up on the hillside. He's going to have a long look for bogey. And
All right.
Lucas, great shot from him, spiking that in. As he's looking at a birdie putt. And this is a tough hole for Bo. This one's going to sting. And it doesn't matter for Eric. Great birdie putt from him.
Yeah, let's see it from a new angle. Plays off the
That's awesome.
basket a little bit.
Lucas looking for a birdie as well. Great shot from him. Birdieing this hole here. This came in as the hardest hole on the course. 0.46 over par. And only 8 birdies on the day. We just saw 2 of them. So that's a double for Bo. He knows he let one slip there.
MJ jams his in quick, moves on to the next.
That next one being our final hole, hole 18, par 4, 630 feet. Have this awesome straight shot with a slight dog leg to the left. If you can get to this road here, that is a great shot. And then your second shot really depends on where you land. This is the type of hole where if you're 1 foot to the right, you have a significantly different angle than 1 foot to the left. That was probably best case scenario there for Lucas, because kicking over into the left is not good.
Lucas might still be too far left to have a clean look from over there.
As MJ looks like he's going to execute the shot. That's about all you need to do. Great shot from him.
Yeah, we saw MJ push a little too far straight with a slight drift to the right and kind of found himself in the shoal.
No. This is not good for Bo. And still with that, that is a tough third shot to get up and down for par. Little forehand roller from Lucas. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That's a birdie putt for Michael Joe to finish the round.
Yeah, Johansen really just basically showed us a clinic of the perfect way to play it as a right-hand backhand player.
Bo still has a long look for bogey, about circle's edge. It's Lucas trying to get up and down for par here. He gets caught up. And common for this to end up over there. This is such a tricky final hole to play. So even that from Eric, I mean, he's still got a little bit that you got to work with. It's big for Lucas to finish with a par. And that's going to be a bogey to finish it up for him. Hey, walk up par putt for Eric. And then Johansen to get to 6 under. Man, what a big change that just happened here with scores. It's big for MJ. That's going to keep him on lead card, I believe, as Bo losing 3 strokes here.
That double on 17 really rattled Bo's cage, carried over into 18.
Yeah, as that's going to kick him off of the card for lead card. Michael Johansen putting in the best round of the day on our card, 4 under, 6 under for the tournament. So we take a look at our leaderboards, and Cody Bradshaw rattled off a 10 down.
That's some serious golf, folks.
Wow. Tony Moe as well is going to be there on this final card. So it's very, very exciting.
Yeah, looking forward to showcasing the final round. See who is crowned the 2023 winner of the Birdie Open, sponsored by Gatekeeper Media.